think there was anybody got off more than half a dozen shots the whole day.
Is that right?
Yeah, not a thing. The only thing I heard anybody got was some young bull on the other side of the mountain.
Is that right?
That was just about it. Well, I tell you, some days, you can't win for losing. You just can't win for losing.
Yeah, a fella's better off leaving his gun in the case and deal like that.
That's the truth. Well, it was really a beautiful day, though. So we drove in through Boulder there, and we stopped by Sandra Jean's old place there, Well, they got it all boarded up now.
Yeah, I suppose. How long she been missing?
Jeez, I'm trying to think. I don't know, maybe 6 weeks?
No. I think longer than that.
Longer?
Oh, yeah, 2 months anyway.
The heck?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I tell you, time flies like that.
Well, she's got to be dead, and it isn't like the low missing. They find the car. Come on, Larry.
Well, one only hopes that ain't the case,
Be realistic.
Well, it just seems so strange. I mean, it looked like a ghost house all boarded up, and like they'd already decided she was gone or something, Funny feeling in my stomach about that. I mean, we used to stop by there all the time after the hunt every time,
I just never could stand the smell of that place.
What?
It just never smelled clean to me.
Jeez, I never noticed that. I used to go in there all the time. I never noticed anything like that.
Well, I felt queasy eating as much as a candy bar in that place.
The heck?
Yeah, never clean.
Boy. Well, anyway, so we went over to Janie's to have some coffee, Well, we walked in there, and they were all just laughing up a storm, like something was really funny, There was old Sandra Jean's poster there up on the wall, big old face, big as you please underneath there, missing, Well, Janie's pointing at the poster, and they're all laughing, and she's talking about how rotten Sandra Jean was, and everybody knew it anyway. How she was just lying all the time and drinking and carousing behind old John's back and all this stuff. She says, I know what happened. She says, I think John just finally got sick of it, she said. Probably hired somebody to have her done in.
No.
Yeah, she said, with old Sandra Jean, she said, ugliness just isn't skin deep. She said, come to think of it, she had enough of both. Well, they all bust a gut laughing. Wes just like it was the funniest thing that ever came down.
Well, there's some truth to that, Larry.
Gosh, Wes, but I mean...
She's pretty big.
Well, she is big, but geez, So then old Cheryl's got to get into the act. See, from the other end of the counter, she says, nah, she ain't dead. There ain't no knife made big enough to cut her up, she said. That skin's so thick. She said, I'll tell you what happened. She just ran off with one of them truckers again. That's the deal. And when she's had enough of riding around with him, she said she'll come back to old John with her tail between her legs, or what's left of it, she said. You believe it? They all just start laughing up a storm even harder. People, I tell you. People. God.
Oh, Sandra Jean's liable to appear on those milk cartons like the missing children, Larry.
Hey, there's a deal. That might help.
It might.
Yeah.
You'd have to buy 2 half gallons to get the whole picture on there.
What?
She's pretty big.
Wes,
well, she was big.
Well, yeah. I mean, she is, but one hopes she's still alive.
Looked at that ball, wondering if it was a ball to pick it up or not on that one.
They sure played an awkward game. They like the Dodgers
that
was the night before.
The second inning, they played out.
Wasn't my dozen. Looked like it was going the way out, and then it just went up and come and say foul ball.
Yeah, they get to spinning sometimes. They go, instead of going out, they'll go spinning.
Like it
and
took
come
quite a
back
while
down.
to come back for him to catch it. That's what happened quite a way. That picture sure done. The pitcher sure done good, didn't he? He didn't have much rest either. He was the most valuable player. What's his name? Showed him the trophy.
Started with an 8.
They have kind of different names.
I've got to go saddle up. I'm a cow. Get around on the highway.
Then you're not gonna leave things right next time.
Yeah, but it'll.
Boy, I tell you, Larry, I'm so down busy. I feel like a dog chasing his own tail.
Wish I could say the same.
That's good. That's good. Hey, listen. Have you been over to the bank to see Dick on that loan business?
I'll tell you,
I
Wilson.
told you this last week. Don't be telling me you don't have enough time. It's for your own good, Larry. Just check it out. It's no big deal. I told him you were coming over there. Get over there and talk to him.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Maybe I'll give it a try.
Well, look, it's a way out of this.
Might be.
Might be. Give it some thought. Get over there. Okay?
All right, I'll give it a try.
Well, I'll do it. Oh, no thanks, Kay. I gotta run. It's 9:30. You can give Larry some. He's a man of leisure, but I got an appointment.
Well, Wes, I got things to do.
Oh?
Yeah, well, I gotta go over to Richfield this afternoon, as a matter of fact. Probably right now.
You gonna be up there all day?
Well,
Listen, here's what I want you to do while you're up there. Stop by Jerry's at the pawn shop. Pick up a rifle. I had him set it aside for Phil. I left him $250. Get a box of ammo for it. Pick me up a box of 30 calibers. I want you to put what's left over in your pocket. Huh? Would you do that for me?
Sure.
Look, shoot, take Ellen out for dinner or something. You both look like you could use a change.
Right there.
Just do it.
Where's like when you brought up from California?
Sheriff. Yeah. Where'd they find her? Moab? They know what the cause of death is? Sandra Jean, huh? Yeah, we'll have to get that information. Did the coroner come pick her up? Yeah, I'll get in contact with him. Why don't I meet you back at the office? And we'll go over that when we get back there. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, I'll be back there. Oh, probably about 20 minutes. I'll see you. Okay. Goodbye.
Well, it's just a matter of time, Dad. Just a matter of time. Say, Kay, let me pay for these two, will you? And put yourself a tip on the tab? I gotta run back. Boy, there's a lot of lonely cows out there this morning. All the cowboys are sitting there.
Talk about a bunch of hillbillies.
they really fluctuate a lot. And I would estimate they would be somewhere between 9 and 10%. But when you get into the market of California compared to here, things are always different. But you know, I understand your business has really taken off.
You bet, partner. I've been successful, and I'll tell you the reason why. Long term, Dick. Long term. That's the secret. Now, I have thought about this a lot. California, Dick. What do you think of when I say California?
Smog.
Smog. You're right, Dick. Smog. And where's that smog come from? Too many cars, right? And who drives those cars? Too many people, right? And how far away are all those cars and all those people? One day, Dick. One day, 2 days tops. I got it all right here. I want you to take a look at this. San Francisco, 750 miles. Los Angeles, a little over 500. Phoenix, 500 miles. Now just think about what we've got to offer these overcrowded, overtaxed, overstressed Californians. We got clean air. We got no crime. We got beautiful mountains, huh? We got hunting and fishing like they've never seen before, and that's not all. There's skiing in the winter. We're half a day's drive from Vegas. Shoot, we got it all. And I got the contacts in Los Angeles, San Francisco, who can let those people know that they can buy a house right here for less than 1/4 than they'd have to pay for anything in California. It's working already. Dick, I've sold 2 houses to people from California already. I got a whole carload of them coming in next week to look the place over. It's a surefire winner. I think you better think about this one, partner. You might want to come in with me. Shoot, it's all there. We got it all.
There's possibilities, but I don't know. It might be feasible.
Feasible? Might be feasible. Oh, Dick. Oh, Dick, I thought you had more vision than that. You better think this one over. I think it's going someplace. Well, look, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Oh, Dick. How's Larry doing on his interest? Is he caught up?
No, he's still about 90 days past due.
90 days? Shoot, run it over from my business account, get him caught up, will you?
No problem. I'll transfer it. Consider it done.
Thanks, Dick. Hey, Dick. Think about this. Retirees. Phoenix. Not that far. You just think about that, partner.
I'll think about it.
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna, just wanted to come by and visit for a while this afternoon. You busy? Yeah, I know. I'm always busy too. But I just thought I was gonna take a little time off this afternoon. Yeah, about 3. I have to go pick up something at school and then, yeah. Okay. See you then. Bye.
got a note from her. What was it? 2, 3, 2 days ago. Just a note. Hi, Mom. Everything's okay. Almost nothing, really. Almost. But something's better than nothing. I worried all summer. I know, change takes time. But I can't help it. Just can't help it. I miss her. Come supper, I feel it most. No Sally bouncing round. I'm so proud she got that scholarship. Learning's a great thing. Great thing. So, all in all, it gives me joy. Some joy. And I suppose that leaves more time for me and Larry. That's a gift. That's a gift. You remember what you were like at that age. You were so hot to get off to Cedar City. What a joke. Cedar City. But it must be hard, seeing your only kid off and gone. Off and gone. Boy, has this been a crazy week. Getting ready for the big hunt. The big hunt. Actually, I wouldn't mind if I didn't see the whole damn family for a week. Wes got Phil his own gun. 30-06. Maybe I do worry too much. Haley signed up for dancing down in Panguitch. 2 trips a week. And all the work for Wes. But you have enough on your mind. As I was leaving, I saw a bird caught on a barbed wire fence. It was alive. Hung up. Still flapping. Got in my car and started to leave, and then I couldn't. It got inside me all of a sudden. And I stopped.
I decided I had to free it, but I didn't know how. So I went back to the house and got a knife. I was going to cut it off. I was crazy. Or I thought if I couldn't let it free, then I should kill it. And then it was kind of odd, even to me. I decided that first I should take a picture of it. So I got my camera and took a picture. And then as I was taking the picture, I realized that instead of cutting it, I should just pull it off the fence the way it flew in. And I did. I grabbed it, real firm, and figured which direction it had gotten hung up. And I pulled backward, and it came off. I let it go, and it flew. Kind of awkward, but it flew. And then I didn't understand it. I cried.
They say they invited him to their convention last year. He was supposed to speak, but never showed up. Baker says he had to invite himself, but had to back out because of the scheduling conflict. Regardless, a number of teachers say they resent Republican attacks on the UEA.
I would ask those politicians if they would spend less time in the political field and get more into the educational field.
Governor Baker says he has no intention of offending Utah teachers because they're the best in the nation. Dick and Shelley, just about every teacher I talked to today, all of them members of the union and many of them Republicans, said every time the governor attacks the UEA, they also feel like he's attacking them.
Thank you. One Utah school district already have lost some money as a result of the tax limitation initiative. That's because the school district plunged into the municipal bond market just after investors were warned the state's bond ratings may be lowered as a result of those rollbacks. Tax protesters say the warning is just another scare tactic.
Did you get everything in town?
Yeah.
Our inquiry tonight, is there a chance of winning the drug war? Across the USA, drugs are a $500 million a day business. There are streets in many cities that belong to the drug lords and their pushers. Fighting them are the police and federal drug agents, and in some places, neighborhood vigilante groups. The DEA's top gun in New York is Robert Stuckman. He knows the drug war is a whole lot different than on Miami Vice, that the battle is more hit and run than search and destroy.
$75.
I hope each one of those 500 people realize it's going to be those kids involved.
Had to get a rebuild, huh?
Kids do drugs.
Yeah.
Those three words that still kill more kids are not.
Well, here's some good news. The bank called. Dick said the interest got paid.
Wes. That son of a...
He's only trying to help.
You call that help? Sticking his nose into other people's business.
Why don't you sit down and talk to him?
I can't talk to him. I'm in too far.
We're in too far, Larry. And you got us into this.
Tonight we seized about 5 pounds of cocaine, which is worth about $400,000 on the retail level. We also found ledgers which indicated pound quantity sales of cocaine.
Listen, if it hadn't been for me, this wrench would have been gone a long time ago. So why don't you just get off my back? Do you hear me?
And also Arnold Trebek, author of the book The Great Drug War. Mr. Trebek, drug busts like the one we just saw, we see them almost every day, and yet we also hear almost every day the problem is getting worse. Does the DEA make a dent?
Hell no. Hey, I'm sorry.
The problem is so large that I suspect that we're going to have to be thinking of radical changes in the drug laws.
The DEA.
I think the DEA can and has made a difference. Seizures alone, this year, $600 million in property seized. And the DEA has been very effective, increased by 1,000 agents in the past 5 years. And I believe...
Stay the center. That's it. Yeah, you can use your Use your hands to throw yourself up and get some height, you know. That's it. That's better. Yeah. Listen, have some fun, but remember this yard's got to be cleaned up before we go on that hunt.
But for Sister Damien in Salt Lake City, the evidence says much more.
That the shroud is genuine. That it is the burial cloth of Christ.
No question in your mind.
No. I've studied it for too many years, and there's just too much evidence going the other way.
Dwayne Cardall, Eyewitness News, Salt Lake City.
Well, Len says that we might be right.
What you doing?
Just these, double checking these receipts.
From the car?
Yeah.
Good. Didn't Phil bring that roll from the office for this machine? Look, just make sure you write down the total, get it all together, okay? Thanks. Los Angeles, 3 p.m. That's... Shoot, get it dry. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 1, 7, 2, 6. Wesley. How many times do you have to be told to take the notes at the end of the day to the office? My God, come on, pick up. Shoot. Yeah, I'll call him tomorrow. My tea ready?
In a minute.
Boy, oh boy, would you look at this. By golly, I wish I'd seen this before I went in to talk to Dick. Listen to this. Some government agency has done this survey to find the most stressful cities in the country, and just listen to this. Reno, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Oakland, Los Angeles, Long Beach, all in the top 10. And get this, Utah's got 2 cities that rank in the lowest for stress. You know, I got half a notion to blow this thing up and put it in front of my office. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it by Dick's place and I'm going to say, "Hey Dick, remember that talk we had? Look at this. Sound feasible? Sound possible now? Huh?" Hey, Sleeping Beauty. The water's hot. Say, Bobby, do you remember that couple from California? The professor and his wife? Wilson's his name? Well, look, they're coming up to see that house in Junction. Now, they're coming Thursday. Got it? Thursday. Now, here's what you got to get done while I'm gone. You talk to that kid at the grocery store. What's his name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy, right. Now,
That kid's real lazy, so here's what you gotta do. You gotta load up the paint, all the brushes, anything he'll need. You drive him over to the house, you set it down in front of him, and you say, Jimmy, Old West wants you to paint that trim today. Now, you make darn sure he's looking at you, because I tell you, that kid just doesn't pay attention. You say, Jimmy, I want you to paint this trim today because I'm going to be coming over here later to check up on the job. You got it? Then you take him by the hand, you walk him into the yard, and you say, my golly, Jimmy, look at this yard. Didn't Old West tell you to clean this place up last week? And look at that pile of lumber over there. Gee, I think that was supposed to be done too. Got it? Then you take him by the hand, you walk him into the garage, you point right at the storm windows, and you say, Jimmy, Wes wants you to clean these windows and put them up by Wednesday. Then, now here's the deal. You get real serious. You know, Jimmy, you say this, you know, Jimmy, Old Wes wants to fire you because he doesn't think you can do the job. But by golly, I'm on your side. I think you can do it. See, you gotta let the kid know that you're pulling for him, right? And you say, Jimmy, if you do this for me, you do it for me. Let him know you need him. I'll see what I can do to get you a little bonus. And then say this, straight at him. Jimmy, I'm serious. Old Wes wants to fire you. But I think you can do it. Now, you gotta get this done. You gotta get this done, because those people are coming on Thursday, and they're close. They are really close. And if I can sell this house to those folks, that'll be 3 houses I've sold to people from California in 1 year. Just think about that, partner. 1 year. You know, I got this plan in the back of my head. I was gonna wait till later, but you know, it might be time to spring it right now. Here, listen to this. Tell me what you think of this. I call Frank in L.A. I say, Frank, rent one of those big caravans. You know, one of those mobile homes, motor homes, holds about 6 or 8 people comfortably. Now, I got a list of friends of all these people who have bought houses from California. I contact those people. I get them all together in this big motor home, and I drive them on out here. No rush, no rush. Take a day and a half, 2 days to get them here. Shoot, let them know they don't have to kill themselves to get out here. Then, spend 1 night someplace in Nevada, let them play the slots. Nothing serious, you know, don't let them lose more than $20. Don't want to scare them off. Then, we ease them on out here, see? We get them here, and boom, we hit them with that good old relaxed country living. I mean, you knock yourself out. I mean, do whole 3 full tables of food. Bake some pies, 6 of them, different kinds of pies. Bake some bread. Shoot, we could have a pit barbecue. We could roast a whole lamb, maybe a front shoulder of beef, something like that. I mean, the whole ticket, see? Then we take them on a drive through the mountains. We take them fishing. We take them up to the ski hill. And all the time their friends are telling them, boy, you know, I really like living here. It's really great. First of all, no crime, clean air. It's terrific. And incidentally, we happen to drive by 3 or 4 or 6 houses that are for sale. And boom, we make a sale. Boom, we make another sale. And here's the beauty. Here's the best part of it. Because even if we don't make a sale, get this. We got a list of prospective buyers, and this is the beautiful part. It doesn't cost us a penny. It's all deductible. We can write the whole deal off. Now, how about that for an A1 surefire winner, partner? Huh? What do you think of that? Well?
Are you done, Wes?
You feeling all right? Got a headache? Sure, I'd listen. Listen real sharp. All ears. For the chink in the armor. A place to jump in, get a toehold. Most people don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. That's the truth. Zeroed in on that a long time back. Most people don't have half an opinion about anything. And if they do, twist an arm, bend an ear. It'll change. Or it's just plain wrong. Dumb, anyway. What's the point to listen? Find an edge, an angle. Learned that one a long time ago. A long time ago. Two sides to every coin. Win, lose. One side worth paying any mind. W-I-N. Win. Eyes on the ball. Always keep your eyes on the ball. Nothing else worth giving the time of day. Looking at it, what else could you figure? Take that nest egg, roll it over, once, twice,
4 times 6 years. 80,000 on paper. 80,000. Not bad. From 9 to 5 to 80,000. Not bad. Larry. Oh, John Larry. Ever since we got out of high school, he's been losing. Always losing. Out there on his ranch, shoveling shit. Dirt and shit. Sitting on a gold mine, and he shovels shit. I ought to do him a favor. Do me a favor. If he shovels shit, he'll work for shit. Get him on the team. What could he do? Maybe train him. Get him trained. Can't imagine what he could do. Clean toilets? Yeah. Larry cleans toilets. Do shit work. Could use somebody to do my shit work. Try it out. Maybe. Try it out. Leaves turning. Hope we get some good snow. Get some skiers in here. Look at that sky.
Autumn is upon us.
Sure is. Awful warm, though. Fall is
Tell you
warm.
something I bet you never thought about.
Winter's
Bet
coming
you never
early.
thought of this. Read this the other
I
day.
thought about it.
More people
Thought
move
about how
on
it
the
ain't gonna
1st
do
of
me any good.
October than any other
of
month
October.
in the calendar year.
Boy,
how about that?
Weather should be crisper.
How about
Air should smell colder.
I tell you.
Those ball games, those kids watching them practice the
It's a
other
real
day.
estate game.
What a
Interesting.
game.
Always interesting. Now,
Well, we
what can a
played some
man
games,
do
huh?
with that
What good
information?
ones, too. Crowd cheering.
Make a move,
Boy, complete a pass, win a game.
It's a
You had
great
the
game.
world right there at your fingertips, you know, huh?
Still do. Still do.
Well, I don't know about that, you know. That's like plans of mice and men. Sometimes they,
Yeah, a plan. That's
what do they
important.
say? You just go right. Just go right under.
Keep plan.
Hey, Wes. How are you doing? I mean, well, how do you do it?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
Larry, I'm doing great. Just great. Every morning I wake up, boom, shot full of energy. I just can't wait to get to work. I tell you why. Because boom, every job I do, boom, wants to make me get on to the next one. I'll tell you, Larry, how can a man not feel good when he is 1 year ahead of schedule? Huh? Huh?
You sure are a boomer.
You bet. Just
Sure
think
are
about
a
that,
boomer,
partner.
Wes.
1 year ahead of schedule.
How's that sit with Bobby? How's the family, huh?
Oh, Larry. I'm glad you asked.
What's that?
We're at home the other night. We're watching television. Show's on. Commercial comes on. Here's the deal. My mind is a steel trap, Larry. I don't forget anything, but would you believe it? A commercial comes on. It's a book club she wants to join. Bingo. Gift idea. I pack her right back here. Next day, I wake up, gone. I cannot think of the name of that book club. So here's what you got to do for me. You got to get to Ellen. You got to tell her, find out from Bobby the name of that book club, see? Then I'll write the old check, slip her in the mail. Bingo. Big surprise, huh?
Gift idea.
You
huh?
bet.
Yeah.
What do you think of that,
Oh,
huh?
yeah, sure, Wes. Anything you say. Gift
Big
idea.
surprise.
Big surprise.
Thinking all the time.
Thinking all the time. 1 year ahead of schedule.
1 year?
Well, it must add up to be a lot of money.
Not bad.
Wish I had a schedule at all. telling you, Wes, I can't
She's
even
not
keep my
going
head.
good.
Ah, man, I can't even keep my head above water anymore.
Is that right?
I'm worried. I'm
right?
worried. 3 generations in that.
Larry,
I might be the one to blow it.
I wasn't going to say this. You brought it up. I'm going to say it. Nothing personal. Nothing against you. But Larry, you and the ranching business are going nowhere, partner. You're going nowhere but down.
Well,
you're going under. And here's the plan. I got a way out for you. Listen to this. See what you think of this. I'm moving my whole operation to Richfield. You bet. Getting too big for that town. We're moving on up to Richfield, and I want you to move with me. Larry.
What?
Larry, listen. You can be the captain of my team, partner. What do you think of that? I got a spot for you. Yeah.
Well, Wes,
I got it all picked out. I know exactly what you're gonna do for me, and you can do it, buddy. It's a way out. It's a way out of that quagmire you're in out there. That swamp you're sinking
I never
into.
done anything but ranching. I mean, 3 generations, the whole family in there. I don't want to be the one to walk out.
Larry, you're talking about the past. I'm talking about the present, and you had better start thinking about your future, and Ellen's future, and Sally's future.
Wes, I can't.
You
I can't live in a big
Listen
city.
to me.
Richfield,
Don't
I
you
don't wanna
remember
listen.
anything? You can. People who say can't don't. People who say can do. Just remember that. Well, here's the option. Here's your other choice. One day old Dick gets tired of carrying the law. The sheriff comes out. You have a sale. Ellen, Sally, standing at the door, watching everything get hauled away. Is that what you want?
But Wes,
Is that what you want?
But Wes, I don't want
happen?
to work for you.
You don't want to work for me. Is that right?
That's
Is
right.
that right?
I
Well, let me
don't.
tell you something, Larry. You don't have a whole lot of choice, do you? This isn't about what you want anymore, is it? This is about what you need. And I'm throwing you a lifeline, partner. And that's what you need. You need a way to pull yourself out of that swamp. And you're getting it. Now, you best think about that. You best think about that, partner. And you best pull yourself out of there.
Okay, Wes. I thought about it.
Good.
You know the answers? No. It's just plain no.
Come over here, Phil. Sit down. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, Doc?
Well, I got a little surprise for you here.
You remember that Larry went up to Richfield to pick out a rifle for you so that you could use on this hunt?
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
All right.
Looks pretty nice, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, I got a little surprise for you, son. It's a present for you to keep.
Really?
Yeah, really. What do you say to that?
All right.
Yes, and?
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. And thank old Larry, too.
Thanks, Larry.
Way to go. Now, son, before I give you this rifle, I just want to say a couple of things. Now, you did real well on your NRA course. You studied real hard, and I'm proud of you. I want you to know that. I really am. And you know, they tell you to keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction, always. All right?
Right.
To that, I want to add just one thing. Never, son, promise me, never, ever point this gun at another human being. Okay?
All right.
Now, you might think your dad's being overcautious, Phil, but I'll tell you something. By golly, if every hunter made that promise and he kept it, there wouldn't be people getting killed every year, now would there?
No.
Isn't that right, boys?
Yep, that's good.
All right. Number two, the care and cleaning of this rifle is going to be yours, because it's your rifle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I want you to understand something, Philip. It's not going to be like that bicycle. It's not going to be something you look after for a year and then forget about and let it fall apart, is it?
No.
And this takes constant attention, because I'll tell you something, son. This is not a toy. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Not a toy. It's a serious piece of equipment. So when we finish this hunt, I don't want to see the stock all scratched up, and I don't want to see the bluing ticked up because you were careless about how you got it out of the car or what you were doing out in the woods. You understand me? Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, the third point, and this is probably the most important thing, Philip. Now, you know, it's every man's right to have a rifle, and it's every man's right to go hunting, but with that right, with that privilege comes a great responsibility. Now, the reason I'm going to say this to you is because, well, hunting's a fun thing, and it's a lot of fun, and you can enjoy yourself. And if you're not careful, you can forget the serious nature of the whole event. Now, Philip, when you take a gun into the field after an animal, you are making an implied contract with that animal. And it's as serious as the kind of housing contracts your dad makes with buyers. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, what that contract implies, Phil, is that you're going to be a careful hunter and you're going to be a sure shot. That you're going to make a clean kill. Isn't that right, fellas?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we're looking for here.
Good clean one.
Right. One shot and down he goes. And that means you're not going to snap off a shot at any old sound you hear in the woods, right?
Right.
You're going to do what they taught you in that safety course. You're going to make sure of your target, right?
Right.
You're going to put those crosshairs right under the shoulder like your old dad told you, right?
Right.
You're going to take a deep breath. You're going to ease it out. Now, with constant, steady pressure on that trigger, you're going to squeeze and boom! One shot and drops right down dead, right, Phil?
Right.
All right. So here you go. It's your first rifle. There you are, son.
It's a beauty.
It is. How's it feel?
It feels great.
Yeah. Looks real good. Congratulations, son.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. Shake old Larry's hand there.
Thanks, Larry.
Yeah, it's no problem, Phil. You'll get him now.
I'll bet.
Shake old Dennis's hand there.
Thanks, Dad.
Philip! For Pete's sake, what did I just tell you about that rifle?
Gun safety, Dad.
Yes. Perhaps you should have set it down before you went to shake hands with Dennis, or handed it to me. Think first, son. Always. Always.
He's picking and picking and picking away. Just like a goddamn lifer. Now do this, son, and don't do that. I've never seen such... Well, I'm telling you, it's too bad the kid has an old man like that, huh?
Yeah, I know what you mean. He's uptight. He's always uptight, you know that.
Hey, Dan, geez, that's putting it lightly. So he says to me, I'll tell you what, you can be the captain of my team, he says. my.
And the captain of that team on a deer hunt.
I'll tell you, I'd never work for that son of a buck. Never.
Hey, look, Larry, don't let it bother you. You know how Wes is. We're up here to have a good time.
Yeah, I suppose. He's well enough alone.
Nothing we can do but help give that kid a good time.
Well, there you go. That's the truth. My God, you know, we ought to do something like that. We ought to try and set him up. What do you think? Can we set him up with something?
Let's do it. Let's make his first kill a good one.
All right. All right.
All we got to do is put him up on high top.
That's true.
You come in from Birch Creek on the north, and I'll come in from the south.
We'll just funnel him right in there.
Push them buck right over the top of him.
That's great. He'll just sit behind them rocks, put him in the crosshairs, blow him away.
Hey, maybe that'd make Wes lighten up a little bit with the kid, you know?
It's true. It might make the kid feel like a man, too, you know? Give him something to be proud of.
Well, that's what these old memories are made out of, you know? That's why we're up here.
It's true. First kill. Remember yours?
Oh, you don't forget them.
Boy, mine's just like yesterday. I don't think I ever saw a buck so big.
Now, you know, son, I was sharp with you back there about that rifle, but there's a reason. Now, when a fella gets to talking and laughing and having a good time, he gets careless. And when people get careless with guns, they get hurt, right?
Right.
Right. Well, remember that. Now, there's no reason we shouldn't have a good time on this hunting trip. It's going to be fun. I tell you, old Larry and old Dennis, they're a real good time. But I want you to know something, son. They'll get to talking and laughing and telling stories, and, well, by golly, they may even have a drink or two, and, well, they're going to say some things, and they're going to use some words that, shoot, you guys probably talk about this in the locker room after football, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I thought so. And you don't run right home and tell your mother what you talked about, do you?
Of course not.
No. Well, the same goes for a deer hunt, son. What happens up here stays up here. You don't have to go home and tell your mother, right?
Right.
Good. That's understood. Now, we ought to have a real good time, Phil. I'm looking forward to spending more time with you because I tell you what, well, I've been meaning to talk to you about something, son, and, well, I've just been waiting till the time was right. And, well, shoot, I guess this is as good a time as any, so. Well, here goes. What I want to talk to you about, Phil, is, well, it's a serious subject, by golly. It's serious. It's, well, what I want to say is this. It's, well, you know, my dad, he never did talk to me about this stuff, and,
What,
well...
sex, Dad? We learn about that stuff in school.
What? You mean you have classes in sex?
Yeah.
You do? Oh, God. Really?
Really?
Whew. Is that right? Did they tell you about disease, Phil?
They teach us all about that stuff.
And then I want you to make me one promise, Phil. No matter what happens. Now, I know a lot can happen with a young fella, and I'm not worried about that. But I want you to promise me one thing. No matter what happens, that you'll protect yourself. Do you understand me?
Okay, Dad.
You promise me that?
I promise.
Okay. That's good. By golly, I'm glad that's over, aren't you?
Yeah.
Whew. Well, shoot, you're the expert. I should be asking you the questions. You probably know a lot more about women than I do, huh? Huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You know, that's not a bad idea, Phil. In fact, here's the deal. You know, Philip, I could use your help. By golly, you could help me out. Because you know what? Your mom says she's tired. Ah, by golly, I can't figure it out. I don't know why, but she says she's tired. And here's the deal. She says she wants to take a rest. So here's my plan. Now, what do you think about this? When you and I get home from the hunting trip, we go into my office, the two of us, see? And we sit down and we make a list of all the things that Mom does in a day, see? Then we look at that list and you'll say, well, shoot,
Dad, I can do that. Mom doesn't have to do that. And I'll say, by golly, Phil, look at these next two. I can do that. See, that way, then we'll take the load off Mom and she can rest right there at home. She won't have to go anywhere. Now, what do you think of that?
I don't know, Dad.
What you mean you don't know? My golly, you don't want Mom to go away for a while, do you?
If Mom goes to California, I'm going too.
California? Who said anything about going to California?
Mom did. We've talked about it before.
You mean that you've talked about this behind my back?
A couple of times. If she goes, I'm going too.
Is that right? Well, let me tell you something. Just how old are you, Sunshine?
16.
That's right, 16.
You're hurting me, Dad.
And until you're 18, you'll do what I tell you to do when I tell you to do it. You understand?
If she goes, I'm going too.
Philip! Philip! You come back here! I'm not through talking to you! Philip!
Alrighty, Wes, why don't you and Phil head into High Top? And I'll go hit Burke's Creek.
All right.
Hope this works. Wes! Wes!
Oh my God. Sweet
No.
Jesus, oh no.
Oh.
How could he?
Oh,
Jesus. That bastard.
That son of a bitch, he's home.
Oh boy.